Hey guys, today we're going to talk about discipline. So there's a few components that I find to be extremely successful when I'm dealing with situations where discipline is necessary. And number one, you want to make sure that you are not disciplining out of anger. We want to be on the proactive side versus the reactive side of discipline. So if you're a parent, you know already that you're going to be faced with situations where discipline is going to become necessary. And what are you going to be doing today that's going to help with the issues that you encounter tomorrow? All right, when we decide to react to situations, poor choices are involved. Maybe we're just reacting with a harsh penalty or something like that, and you can't take that back. And it's so crucial because in parenting, you don't get a do-over. So everything just has to be proactive. You need to think these things out ahead of time. Number two, are your consequences fair? All right, if a child is throwing something across the room, screaming or whatever, we're not going to place them on a timeout for 2 hours because that's going to build resentment. And resentment's going to be your number one issue, enemy, when you're dealing with discipline. You want to create relationships. You've seen me post before that rules without relationships equal rebellion. Think about in your adult life. Do you have a boss that's really, really friendly? And if so, are you willing to go that extra mile for that boss, maybe pick up a shift or something to help them out? And on the flip side, do you have a boss that you really don't enjoy much? And how does that affect your work ethic? Are you going to go the extra mile for that boss? Probably not. So you want to make sure that your consequences are fair and that you're not creating resentment, because it's just going to escalate situations where you're going to become overwhelmed with disciplinary issues. So make sure your consequences are fair. Number three, be proactive, like we just said, and forecast what is going to follow. So let's just say that a child loses a privilege or whatever, or has to be on timeout, or I like to call it time to reflect, for a few minutes. And before they re-engage in that activity, what are you doing to ensure that that behavior is not going to continue to persist? So what I like to do is I put it more onto the child. Amazing things happen when you empower a child. So put it on them and let them know what's going to follow, and they are completely in charge of whether or not they lose that privilege for the day or whatever your agreement is, or if they never have to encounter possibly losing that privilege because they are empowered and now they're taking control of their actions. So I think those are the probably best three tools that I've found useful in my day-to-day, and I would just leave you with a few things just to think about. Number one, make sure that you're not disciplining out of anger. So just because a child may have to lose a privilege doesn't give you the excuse to lose your patience, okay? And being proactive. What are you doing today that are going to help you face your struggles tomorrow? So being proactive, not losing your patience, and forecasting what is going to follow by empowering the child to make the right decisions. So anyway, I hope this was helpful, and thanks for watching.